What's going on, Wolves fans? This is Wolves Clips here. Today, I want to talk about Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards and how they fit together in the two-man game. Now, these two have been brilliant to start off the year, creating almost all of Minnesota's offense. Anthony Edwards is averaging over 30 points per 100 possessions. Karl-Anthony Towns is averaging over 40 points per 100 possessions. So you can see kind of two elite scorers on this roster. Now, when you've got those kind of two elite scorers, oftentimes you can turn into a little bit of your turn, my turn, where Karl-Anthony Towns gets a post up, Anthony Edwards gets an isolation. Karl-Anthony Towns gets a post up, Anthony Edwards gets an isolation. Now, the great thing about having two stars, one that's a perimeter player and one that's a big, and Karl-Anthony Towns that has that versatility, is that you can use them together in the same primary action to really put defenses at a disadvantage, to force the issue and make your best players take advantage of their best skills. And so the first thing I want to talk about is how dynamic Anthony Edwards is when he's getting to the rim. And so when you watch how he gets there on this possession, how he uses his dribble, throws it ahead with the left hand, meets it with the right, and then goes up with the left hand, Jackson Hayes is at Anthony Edwards' mercy on this possession. And that's just, when Anthony Edwards is feeling it, when he's feeling hot, he's so hard to defend. This one, Jonas Valanciunas at the rim. Should be a really tough shot for Anthony Edwards. He goes right through him with the left-handed layup out of the pick and roll with Karl-Anthony Towns. When you've got a guy who can handle the ball and self-create shots at the rim like Anthony Edwards, your offense is starting from a really good spot. And now this one reminded me of Zach LaVine and Gorgui Dieng back in the day. How they're kind of just playing pitch and catch, and Sengun has no chance of staying in front of Anthony Edwards on that possession. And this one is just filthy. I mean, I want you to keep an eye first on how he gets the defender going to the right with the jab step, and then how he brings it back, hits the gas, and then is able to use his kind of shiftiness and change of pace to get into that left-right crossover into that step-back three. That's so hard to defend. This one, same way. How he takes that quick jab step to the right to get the defense leaning, because you really got to be on your stuff. You got to be preparing for Anthony Edwards drives, and then that opens up the pull-up three that makes him so hard to defend. When you are able to get to the rim and then leverage the fear of your ability to get to the rim to open up shots, that's just so hard to defend. And when you have stars who can self-create shots at the rim and self-create threes for themselves and for others, that's just so valuable on a team like Minnesota. Another thing that I've been impressed with is Anthony Edwards' decision-making ability as a playmaker out of the pick and roll. I want you to watch this read right here, how he takes advantage of his ability to get to the rim, gets Daniel Theis out of position, and then makes a brilliant pass to Karl-Anthony Towns. That's how you leverage, again, your ability to self-create and to initiate offense and to get to the rim without an assist. You use that to then create shots for your teammates. Again, like we see here, how he gets Jonas Valanciunas leaning because of how his explosiveness and his kind of the preparation you have to do to cut Ant off, and then he uses that to get Karl-Anthony Towns an open three. Again, same way here. Jonas Valanciunas gets out of position, Karl-Anthony Towns open three. We're going to see that be a theme this year as defenses try to defend Ant in drop coverage. That's just so hard to do when you've got Karl-Anthony Towns from behind the arc, when you've got those two kind of competing strengths, when you've got the ability for Ant to get to the rim and the ability for Karl to shoot from three, and both really Karl to get to the rim and Ant to shoot from three. You just kind of have so many options to work with there. Another way we've seen the Anthony Edwards Karl-Anthony Towns duo kind of connect together is in that horn set that we saw so much of last year from Coach Finch. Now that's something where you're involving, again, more players. You're forcing defenses to make more decisions around Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards. And like I've said, when you have the ability to get to the rim, you have the ability to shoot threes. When you have kind of that duality, it becomes really hard to defend these horn sets, which you never really know which wrinkle is coming. It's very consistent in the structure, but they have lots of different changes that they can make within that structure that make it really hard to defend. And as you can see here, kind of, it doesn't have to be Anthony Edwards at the horn. It could be Anthony Edwards in the corner, finding ways to impact games that way. It just gives you a lot of options. So I expect to see this kind of construct often from Coach Finch this year as we head forward with Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns leading the way. The other way that we've seen the Karl-Anthony Towns Anthony Edwards partnership on display is as a cutter. Now, this is a brilliant play, a great pass by Cat, a great finish by Ant. Now, that we've seen that quite a bit this year. Anthony Edwards cutting, Karl-Anthony Towns passing, and finding him. I've been really impressed by Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards' ability to impact games with or without the ball. That's another way that kind of those two stars fit really well together, as you can see on this possession. Another thing that I've been impressed with is how Anthony Edwards' cutting ability has opened up three-point opportunities for Karl-Anthony Towns. We've seen this a half dozen times this year, where Anthony Edwards makes a 45 cut towards the rim, and Karl-Anthony Towns pops out right out of that action and is left with a wide open three as defenders kind of struggle to communicate with that play design. I've been really, really encouraged by that. I hope to see that going forward, especially as you've got D'Angelo Russell and other playmakers in the lineup. When they have the ball, using Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns in that way as an off-ball kind of combination is really, really intriguing. Thanks for watching.